Ever been told to just think positive? But if positivity alone worked, why do we still fall apart when life gets tough? Maybe what keeps us strong isn't blind hope, but something much deeper within. When life gets hard, people often say, just stay optimistic, it'll be fine. Sounds comforting, but here's the truth. Life doesn't care whether you're optimistic or not. When hardships strike, you can still break down, even if your head is filled with inspiring quotes. What keeps you standing is not vague positivity, but inner strength, composure, discipline, and emotional control. These are the qualities Stoicism has helped people build for thousands of years, from emperors and slaves to soldiers and everyday people like you and me. Stoicism doesn't promise a life painted in bright colors. Instead, it hands you practical tools to face any challenge without crumbling, helping you become the strongest version of yourself. In this video, I won't just talk theory, I'll walk you through 8 simple, practical, and actionable Stoic principles that you can start using today. They won't just make you more resilient, they'll give you a deep sense of control, calm, and inner freedom, so you can shape your life on your own terms. If you're ready to unlock your inner strength and transform the way you face the world, stick with me till the end. Everything is neutral until you give it meaning. Have you ever seen a child cry over a dropped ice cream cone? To them, it feels like the end of the world. But to an adult, it's just a small mishap, nothing a second scoop can't fix. The ice cream hits the ground the same way. What changes? Their perception. Adults understand that it's not a tragedy. Children haven't learned that yet. They haven't realized that everything in life is neutral until we assign it meaning. Stoicism teaches that events themselves have no value. Rain is not good or bad, it's just rain. Only people, those hoping for sun or praying for crops, decide how to label it. This mindset applies to the little things, being late, losing your keys, but also to life's biggest moments, getting fired, betrayal, illness, even loss. As Epictetus said, men are not disturbed by things, but by the view they take of them. If someone insults you, what does it really mean? It's just sound, just words. If those words make you angry, it's not the insult, it's how you received it. This sounds simple, but applying it is hard. How do you change perception? Pause. Before reacting, take a breath. Ask, is there another way to see this? Criticism from your boss? Instead of, I'm being attacked, think, maybe it's a chance to grow. Someone interrupts you? Instead of fuming, try, maybe they're just excited to talk. When you choose to respond with intention, not impulse, you take back control. If everything is neutral, what about deep loss? The death of a loved one. Stoicism doesn't deny grief. A Stoic acknowledges pain but doesn't let it consume them. You can mourn deeply, yet be grateful for the time you shared. You can fall, but see it as part of growth. And when you master this shift, something powerful happens. The things that used to disturb you no longer control you. Obstacles become stepping stones. Because you realize, you decide what things mean. And that changes everything. Once you've learned to shift your perspective, you start to see challenges not as enemies, but as strict, effective coaches shaping you into someone stronger. Embrace adversity. Like a tough coacher body that never moves grows sluggish. A mind that's never tested becomes stagnant. But when you start viewing hardship as a demanding yet valuable coach, you begin to see the very things that frustrate you are the ones forging your resilience. Look at professionals, athletes. They don't train in comfort. They run through rain, push through soreness, and power past exhaustion because they know no pressure, no growth. If you're a runner, you know the feeling. The first few strides are the hardest, but if you keep going, your body adjusts. So why don't we apply that same logic to life? The next time hardship strikes, don't resist it blindly. Ask yourself, how is this shaping me? Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "A blazing fire makes flame and brightness out of everything that is thrown into it." You can be a fragile candle snuffed out by the smallest gust. Or you can be a roaring fire, burning brighter with each challenge. The choice is yours. How do you apply this mindset in daily life? Every time you feel challenged, pause. Picture yourself as an athlete mid-training. You may feel worn down, defeated, but this is part of your workout. And the more you train, the stronger you grow. If someone criticizes you, use it to build resilience. If your job is demanding, treat it like advanced level training. If you fail, see it like losing a round in boxing. You can stay down or rise again, tougher for the next fight. The Bible says, "Endure hardship as discipline." God is treating you as His children. Whether or not you believe in God, the message still rings true. Without challenge, there is no growth. A child who never falls won't learn to stand. A person who is never rejected won't develop perseverance. And a life without adversity won't produce strength. But here's what most don't realize. Life doesn't wait for you to be ready before it starts testing you. Challenges will come, whether you're prepared or not. So you have two choices: complain or train. Next time life throws you a curveball, ask yourself, is this a punishment or an opportunity to grow? If you've ever faced adversity that made you stronger in hindsight, share it in the comments. Your story might be just what someone else needs right now. And if you're committed to building inner strength, hit that subscribe button. Challenges won't stop coming, but with the right mindset, nothing can bring you down. We've just explored how emotional control can empower us. Now let's take it a step further. By mastering your focus and learning to see life's chaos with a bit of humor. Focus on controlling yourself. You're stuck in a long supermarket line. The person in front is counting coins one by one. The cashier moves at a snail's pace. You glance at the clock, sigh, and check your phone repeatedly, but the line won't move any faster. Still, your experience can be entirely different. Controlling yourself doesn't mean being passive or indifferent. It means wisely choosing where to place your energy. If you spend your strength trying to change people or situations beyond your control, you'll burn out. But if you use that energy to train your mind, emotions, and responses, you grow strong. Next, time you feel angry or anxious over something external, pause and ask, will my reaction change this? If not, maybe it's time to let go. You can choose to face life with calm, reason, and even a sense of humor. Turn negativity into a joke. Here's a psychological trick. If you can laugh at something, it loses its power over you. Think about the last time you spilled coffee on your white shirt or sent a message to the wrong person. At the time, it was frustrating, but now, you probably laugh about it. So why wait days to laugh? Why not shorten that gap? Imagine walking down the street, arms full of bags, and suddenly tripping over a brick. Your instinct might be embarrassment, anger, maybe blame the brick. But now step back. If you were a bystander, wouldn't it look like a cartoon? So why not be the one who falls and laughs? Marcus Aurelius once said, "If you are distressed by anything external, it is not the thing itself that troubles you, but your judgment about it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment." Nothing is inherently negative, only our interpretation makes it so. Losing your job, a disaster, or a new beginning. betrayal, a heartbreak, or a hard lesson in trust. Even small annoyances like being insulted by a stranger don't have to ruin your day. Imagine someone yelling, "You're useless." If you argue back, they win. But if you glance at them with curiosity, as if they were speaking an alien language, then keep walking. You've already won. A simple trick. Picture them on a stage. Their voice exaggerated, their face cartoonish. Suddenly, it's not personal, it's comedy. There's a great quote, "Illegitimi non carborundum." Don't let the bastards grind you down. When someone insults you, they reveal themselves, not you. A king doesn't argue with beggars. And if you know your worth, you don't have to prove it to anyone. If you've made it this far, congratulations. You're learning to see life differently, less emotional, more in control. But this journey isn't over. Each part of this video holds another insight to help you grow stronger. Keep watching, and if this spoke to you, hit like to mark the moment you began stepping into a stronger, wiser version of yourself. After learning to manage your emotions and laugh at negativity, something becomes clear. You don't need more to feel fulfilled. Often, it's the excess, not the lack, that weighs us down. Simplify your life to worry less. Have you ever stood in front of a never-ending menu and struggled to decide what to order? If there were only one option, the decision would be effortless. The more choices we have, the more overwhelmed we feel. Simplicity frees the mind. It helps us focus on what truly matters. Seneca once said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more who is poor." A truly rich person isn't the one with the most, but the one who feels content. Someone who enjoys a simple meal will never feel starved. Someone who sleeps soundly on a hard bed will never feel deprived. So how can we practice simplicity? Try living one day with only what you truly need. Wear just what's essential. Eat basic food. Focus only on one important task. You'll quickly realize peace requires much less than you think. For every item you own, every commitment you take on, ask yourself, do I really need this? If not, maybe it's time to let go. The Bible asks a powerful question. What does it profit a man if he gains the whole world yet loses his soul? You might have everything, but if your mind is scattered, constantly burdened by unnecessary stress and clutter, are you truly strong? Here's the most fascinating part. Simplifying your life doesn't just bring peace, it makes you powerful. Someone with little to lose has nothing to fear. Someone not weighed down by material things cannot be controlled. And the one who's free from noise and distractions stays rooted in purpose. But while simplifying helps us let go of excess, there's still one deeper fear we must confront, the fear of losing everything. There's one truth we all avoid. One day, we will lose it all: status, possessions, and life itself. If we can learn to accept that, nothing can ever truly shake us again. After embracing mortality and learning to live fully, you'll also realize this. Life is too short to live by other people's expectations. It's time to master something vital. Stop living to please everyone. Stop living to please everyone. Have you ever turned down a quiet night at home just because you didn't want to seem unfriendly? Taken on extra work even when you were overwhelmed just to avoid being seen as unhelpful? If so, maybe it's time for a shift. Imagine yourself as a smartphone with limited battery. Every time you say yes to something just to make others happy, agreeing to plans you don't enjoy, forcing a smile when you'd rather be silent, taking on more than you can handle, you drain your battery. And here's the irony. No matter how hard you try, someone will always be dissatisfied. Give in today, and more will be expected tomorrow. Pleasing everyone is like running too many apps at once. You burn energy without doing anything truly meaningful. A Stoic understands that real freedom doesn't come from approval. It comes from knowing what you want and having the courage to live by it. As Epictetus once said, if you wish to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. When you start living on your own terms, some won't understand, others will criticize. But that's not your concern. It's like choosing a shirt you love. There will always be someone who thinks the color is dull or the cut is boring. If you keep changing based on opinions, you'll never wear what you truly love. One clear sign of being trapped in people-pleasing is the inability to say no. You fear judgment, disapproval, or conflict. But the truth is, saying no doesn't make you bad. It means you understand your boundaries. Imagine you've planned a weekend getaway, something you've looked forward to for weeks. Suddenly, a friend invites you to a party. You don't want to go, but hesitate to decline, afraid to offend. So you cancel your trip, attend the party, fake a smile, and spend the night wishing you were somewhere else. Who loses here? Not your friend, you do. The Bible offers this wisdom. No one can serve two masters. If you always chase what others want, how will you ever stay true to yourself? Set a simple rule. If something doesn't align with your values, bring you joy, or truly matter, say no. How do you stop living for approval? Start small. Practice silence in the face of pressure. Next time someone asks something of you, pause and ask yourself, do I genuinely want this? If not, stand firm. You don't owe anyone a long explanation. A simple, thanks, but I'll have to pass, or I'm not in a position to take this on right now, is enough. At first, you may feel guilty, but remember, you weren't born to be a mirror for other people's expectations. So are you ready? If you're ready to step into a life free from external approval, leave a comment, own my path. Let this moment mark the day you took control. When you stop living for others and start following your path, you feel a new kind of freedom. But to fully enjoy that freedom, you need a mindset shift. See life as a game and learn to play it. Well, 7. See life as a game and learn how to play it. Well, have you ever played a video game? You choose a character and enter a world filled with unknowns. Some levels are easy, others feel impossible. You face enemies, puzzles, traps, but you keep playing. Why? Because you know challenges are part of the game. Life is no different. It's not a straight line. It's a series of levels, each with unpredictable turns. The problem is, most people don't treat life as a game. When they lose a job, fail at something, or get betrayed, they feel personally attacked, like life is unfair. But the truth is, life doesn't care about fairness. It runs by its own rules, just like a game. And when you start seeing life as a game, your entire mindset shifts. So how do you play better? First, change how you respond to adversity. When things don't go your way, don't ask, why is this happening to me? Ask instead, what can I learn from this? One simple question can transform your perspective. Second, look for ways to upgrade yourself. In a game, you search for better tools, stronger skills, smarter strategies. So why not in real life? Learn, improve, adapt. Ask yourself, do I want to be a skilled player who knows the rules and plays with wisdom, or someone who complains and quits halfway? When you truly see life as a game, you won't be crushed by setbacks. You'll view each obstacle as a level to beat. And most importantly, you'll start enjoying the process. A friend of mine started a business and failed 3 times. Each failure brought losses, disappointment, and doubt. But instead of quitting, he asked, what if this is just a tough level? How can I adjust my strategy? On the 4th try, he succeeded, not through luck, but because each failure taught him something vital. In Stoicism, there's a powerful truth. Anything that happens can be turned to your advantage if you see it rightly. The obstacle isn't in your way, it is the way. Just like in a game, tough levels aren't meant to stop you, they're what make the game worth playing. Without challenges, games would be boring. Without hardships, how would you grow? One of the biggest mistakes people make is trying to hack the game, seeking a life free of struggles. But imagine a game where your character never fights, never fails, never evolves. Would you want to play that? Or would it be too dull to keep going? Life is no different.